Every year I do a box of Skittles that I buy at the buy in bulk stores. And this year there was a bit of a discrepancy with one of the colors, and just for fun I had the students write a note to Skittles manufacturing company to just address this, trying to get them to hook it into their data. Some kind of did, some just got really enthusiastic about Skittles. This is not an indication in any way, shape, or form of the grades that they're getting. This is just me reacting to their notes. I didn't really read them in full before I started this video, just so I could kind of react as I read. Alright, so there's about 5 pages, so I'm not sure how long this video is going to go. I'll kind of skip through. But anyways. Hello, Skittles. We have found an error in your packaging and distribution of Skittles that make it so every type of Skittle is not fully equal. Not only is every Skittle flavor the exact same, which we will save for another day to talk about, but we have noticed that in over all the packets of Skittles we have studied, there is significantly less purple Skittles than every other color. We suggest you fix this because purple is my 4th favorite color. Plus, it needs to be perfectly balanced to create peace, as Thanos said. Okay. Next one. Dear Skittles, why the actual frick did I only get 5 purple Skittles when every other color was around 15? Fix this. Thanks. That was a more direct and to the point, I suppose. Although, maybe not the most professional. Alright, as you may know, purple Skittles have an undeniably unique and delightful flavor. They have developed a special place in the hearts of many Skittle lovers. However, in the current packaging, the purple Skittles are often scarce compared to their more abundant counterparts red, green, orange, and yellow. This is a real disappointment for those of us who have developed a preference for this flavor, which many argue is the best of the bunch. Okay. Next one. This one's a lot of capital letters. I'm assuming this is meant to be yelled. There's also about a dozen or so exclamation points at the end. It's very short, very to the point. Please give us more purple Skittles. There is literally a mean of 2.21 purple Skittles in a bag of around 60. Please fix this. All capital letters, 15 or so exclamation points. This person got a little bit more creative in their wording. It is addressed to Dear Skittle Bums. After an extensive study collecting data about the contents of each Skittle color in your packets, we have determined that the purple Skittles are grossly misrepresented, with far less purple Skittles per packet than every color on average. Please fix this, or just stop selling your artificially produced product to unsuspecting children all over the world. That's a discussion about appropriate language for another day. Dear Skittles peoples, I probably should have looked up what the actual company was called, because a lot of them are just calling it like people at Skittles. I don't actually know. I didn't say, I just had the box and said, write a letter. It has come to my attention that you have failed as a business, corporation, and food production company. Wow, this person went nuclear. As my class and I were collecting data, we found unsettling amounts. On average, there are only 2 purple Skittles per package, but there are 15 orange and yellow per package. We also found that there is an uneven amount of Skittles per package. Someone had only 57 Skittles per package, while someone else had 62 per package. That is not kind. We need to do more testing and look at your production errors so you can get these numbers even and you don't break a child's heart because they want purple Skittles and they only get 2 of them. You have an uneven amount of Skittles per package, and that is an error in manufacturing. This is probably one of my favorite lines from them that I've read so far. How can I taste the rainbow when I can only make an average of only 2 rainbows per package? That was nicely written. Alright, let's see this other one here. The amount of purple Skittles in these bags is harsh compared to the other Skittles, and then they list them. Averaging only 2 per bag compared to the 13 plus in every other bag. This is a major manufacturing error. Some bags didn't even contain purple Skittles, despite the bags claiming that they do. Even if they do not contain purple Skittles, though, they are always a fraction of the other colors, with the highest amount of purple Skittles found were around 6. That's true. It was actually kind of, because I've been doing this for like a decade. I've never quite seen it this uneven. But yeah, in the whole box, somebody got 6 out of their bag of 60, and they were the They were the outlier of a maximum number of Skittles in there with the purple. Dear Skittles Manufacturing Company, please review the attached document. This person apparently was going to attach the Excel sheet that we made that did the data from all my classes, combining their metrics on the counts. My class has noticed an abnormally small ratio of purple Skittles in each bag and every bag of Skittles that we have opened. We are deeply put off by this lack of purple Skittles in each bag. We are explain why you dislike purple Skittles. I like how they start with, let's attach this formal document, and then please explain why you don't like the purple Skittles. All right, this one is in bold. Dear Skittles. Again, nobody actually looked up who is the manufacturer of Skittles, and I didn't either. So, dear Skittles, by looking through our data, I have determined that there is an unfair absence of purple Skittles in each bag. Well, every other color was easily over 10 Skittles per bag. The most purples in a bag was 6. You need to add more purple Skittles to each bag, or I will start eating M&Ms. I will only start eating M&Ms. Well, dang. Dear Skittles, dear Mr. Skittles man. Yep, definitely should have looked it up. Our class of future engineers have discovered a production flaw in your production. We know that Skittles have been around for ... let's just say a long time, and to be honest, we are shocked that a flaw of this magnitude would go overlooked by such a massive corporation such as yourself. What is this your fault, you might be wondering? Well, we have discovered that the distribution of purple Skittles compared to other color of Skittles is disgusting. We are shook that an average bag of 60 Skittles, there are only around 1 to 5 purple Skittles. Please fix this egregious error promptly. With love, your friendly Skittle enjoyers. All right. How long have I been talking? Oh. Have I been recording? Oh, no, I have been recording. Okay. To whoever runs the rainbow at Skittles HQ. I do love that one. That one's nice. I don't know what kind of... Oh, goodness. All right, I will... just read ahead here. Okay, this is mostly fine. To whoever runs the rainbow at the Skittles HQ, I don't know what kind of clown is running your candy machines, but it's clear that someone seriously messed up. We did the math. Yes, actual data. All caps. The numbers don't lie. There are practically no purple Skittles in your bags anymore. What kind of joke is this? I opened 3. Yes, 3. Okay, I only gave them each 1. I don't know how this kid got 3. Family-sized packs of Skittles and got ... like 5 purple ones. 5. You call that a rainbow? That's more like a busted, sun-faded street mural. It's outrageous, disrespectful. Honestly, it's a crime against grape-flavored humanity. We ran the stats, and the distribution is completely whack. The mean number of purple Skittles is way too low. The mode is practically 0. Even the median looks like it gave up trying to find purple. I do have to appreciate the creative use of the statistics within the writing of this letter. What's next? Removing the red and just handing us lemon-flavored sadness. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to fix purple Skittles ASAP, and then... Wait, what? And then you're going to send me a box of purple Skittles. Give me purple Skittles, or I'm telling the internet, TikTok will hear about this. You've been warned. Taste the rainbow properly next time. Disappointed, but still chewing. A seriously irrational customer. I mean, the creativity there and reasonably good use of... I do like the mode just gave up on finding them. That was pretty funny. Somebody else. Okay, I'm going to paraphrase. Purple needs a buff. He's not as powerful in this new meta, and if yellow keeps being as OP as he is, I'm going to have to release the chicken jockey on you. I think that's a reference to Minecraft. Someone just says they're never going to order Skittles again. I don't think I got the full of that. Somewhere in there they probably had more. Okay. I kind of copy and pasted like sections. I urge you to conduct more rigorous testing and sampling of your products to ensure that you are producing an equal amounts of Skittles across the visible light spectrum. That's pretty nice. We have determined that you do not produce an equal amount of Skittles per color. We notice a substantially lower frequency of purple Skittles produced. The mean, median, mode for the purple, the mean, median, and mode for the purple compared to the next lowest is at least 10 Skittles lower. This needs to be fixed because purple is my favorite color. I hope this helps. I should have just done a mashup of the way they address the company. Dear Skittles peoples. Embarrassingly inconsistent yellow amounts in a given bag ranging from 9 to 22. I implore you to conduct investigation to find out what could cause such a discrepancy. From a customer lacking enough purple Skittles. Alright, and then the last one that I have. As part of a statistics lesson, we analyze Skittles to compare the distribution. According to your official website, somebody actually looked it up, I guess. They still didn't say who is actually the one who produces Skittles, but that's okay. I didn't look it up. Skittles are supposed to be evenly distributed across 5 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, and purple. However, you are... they called them stupid, and then that they miscounted. In every bag we tested, there was a mismatch. And then they attribute it to packaging distribution. But in any case, yes, the data was very interesting this year. Out of 36 bags in a box, everybody pretty much got around 2 Skittles. A couple people got a little bit more, but it was a fun activity that the students then ate the contents after they counted. Hopefully that was the directions anyways. Yeah, we got some cool data. The rest of the lab it's just graphs and explanations of statistic points. But the letter was certainly an interesting addition this year. So I don't know if I'm going to do it in the future, but I guess we'll have to see if other errors happen. If you happen to work for Skittles, I would gladly take the boxes of Skittles because I do this lab every year, and I am acutely aware that the prices of Skittles has been increasing. So, yeah. All right, that's all I got. Good work on this. We will probably be covering professional writing at some point, and the lack of need for capital letters and just incredible amounts of anger about the Skittles. So anyways, thank you very much. Hopefully everyone's having a good spring break, which is technically started today. So I decided to get to grading. All right, stop recording. I think it's this button.